This is Diaspora Anthem Roots at its absolute summit. It serves as the grand vocal and spiritual climax for the echoes of the Diaspora album. The production style is cathedral sound system, where the electronic elements fade into the background, letting the natural acoustic resonances of a massive space take over. The 14-part West lifestyle harmonists step right up to the front microphones, delivering an earth-shaking, beautifully layered chord arrangement that unifies every voice from Kingston to London, New York to Accra. It is a song of ultimate victory, global solidarity, and time. Ilani.
The global chant, singing out as one. From the rising of the light to the setting of the sun. An anthem vibration, an infinity dub, echoing at the center of the righteous hub. The voice, the choice, the song, the global chant. The kick is a continent, and the snare is a clap, a catching every flicker of a territory trap. We don't need a division, we don't need a war, when the natural chant vibration stands a mighty and tall. No more segregated, and no more abound. When the steady choir vibration claims the solid ground, from the universal summit to the terminal alone, the secrets of the Zion are the chants that we know. The global chant, singing out as one. From the rising of the light to the setting of the sun, an anthem vibration, an infinity dub, echoing at the center of the righteous hub. The voice, the choice, the song, the global chant. The music becomes magnificently grand. The instruments dissolve completely, leaving the room filled with nothing but pure human breath and harmony. The 14-part West lifestyle arrangement builds a towering operatic major chord that swells higher and wider, executing a flawless Vata cascade that rings out like a global call to prayer. On the chant, rise, chant, run. The living energy has abounded the diaspora in the glory.
uniting the spirit. If the whole diaspora can hear it, the one is a one, the anthem.
The frequency is a binding. The wisdom is finding. In the network mountain and the network deep, the stations are awaking while the systems sleep. No more scattered and no more stray. When the heavy shared signal shows the global away, it's a link in the mercy, it's a link in the state. In the true vessel of a beautiful day. It's a broadcast, a logic, a shining a light, a uniting of the spirit through the reggae a night. Lock the face, see the light, clear the day, so the place. The power of the signal is a fixing the way. The shared signal ringing loud and clear, binding up the family from far and from near. A unified vibration, a synchronized dub, beaming at the center of the righteous hub. The pulse, the convulse, the line, the fight, the shared signal. The frequency is a binding. The wisdom is finding. In the network mountain and the network deep, the stations are awaking while the systems sleep. No more scattered and no more astray. When the heavy shared signal shows the global away, it's a link in the mercy, it's a link in the state. In the true vessel of a beautiful day. It's a broadcast, a logic, a shining a light, a uniting of the spirit through the reggae at night. Lock the face, see the light, clear the days of the place. The power of the signal is a fixing the ways. The shared signal ringing loud and clear, binding up the family from far and from near. A unified vibration, a synchronized dub, beaming at the center of the righteous hub. The pulse, the convulse, the line, the fight, the shared signal. The kick is a beacon and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of a territory trap. We don't need a sensor, we don't need a guard. When the natural signal vibration hits the diaspora yard, no more a scrambled and no more a bound. When the steady pulse vibration claims the global ground, from the satellite summit to the terminal alone, The secrets of the Zion are the signals we know. The shared signal ringing loud and clear, binding up the family from far and from near. A unified vibration, a synchronized dub, beaming at the center of the righteous hub. The pulse, the convulse, the line, the fine, the shared signal. The music becomes the polished in bliss. The drums and horns step back entirely. A 14-part West lifestyle harmony links together. Genetic fusion, incredibly lush, wide and flawless major stumble spobel stack that pans beautifully from far left to far right, sounding like a global choir city from perfect digital and anana sync.
workers are awaking while the merchants sleep. No more are scattered and no more are lost. When the heavy cargo arrives at all a cost, it's a bearing the mercy, it's a bearing the stay. In the steel vessel of a beautiful day. It's a logistical logic, a shining a light. Unloading of the spirit through the reggae at night. Lift the crate, open the gates. The contents of the shipment is a settling the fate. The heavy cargo deep in the hold, carrying a message that is turning into gold. A ultimation, an inversion dope, knocking at the center of the righteous hub. The load, the box, the heavy cargo. again. We don't need a tariff, we don't need a fee. When the natural cargo vibration sets the shipping free. No more a delayed and no more a slow. When the steady freight vibration lets the supplier grow. From the Industrial Summit to the terminal alone. The secrets of the Zion are the cargoes we know. The heavy cargo deep in the hold, carrying a message that is turning into gold. A weighty vibration of ingestion and dub, docking at the center of the righteous hub. The load, the box, the heavy cargo.
The music becomes mechanically compressed. The drum kit completely cuts out for 4 bars, leaving only a striking iron anvil rhythm on the dense sub-bass. A 14-part West lifestyle harmony executes a tight, powerful minor triad that sounds like a crew of sailors chanting a heavy work song in the belly of a steel freighter. Lift, crate, own, roll. The material for the reneging of the world is erupting on the dock. Distorted clavinet plays a choppy, funk-infused roots line. Run through an analog delay that makes the notes sound like machinery repeating a precise factory loop over the heavy bass wall. The heavy cargo deep in the hole, carrying a message that is turning into gold. A weighty vibration, humming nostril and dub, docking at the center of the righteous hub. The load, the box, the heavy cargo. The heavy cargo. The heavy cargo. The bass is rising. The wisdom is rising. In the sky, a mountain and the filter deep. The heavy rumbles vanish while the nations sleep. No more a shadow and no more a cloud. When the high pass filter makes the treble proud, it's a lift in the mercy, it's a lift in the stay. In a thin vessel of a beautiful day, it's a clinical logic, a shining
sub-tud, a weightless vibration, an aperture dove, beaming at the center of the righteous hub. The top, the pop, the sky, the high, the right pass filter. Kick is a click and the snare is a snap, a catch in every flicker of a territory trap. We don't need a heavy, we don't need a low. When the high pass vibration lets the clarity show, no more a smothered and no more a bone. When the steady treble vibration leaves off the ground, from the crystalline summit to the terminal low, the secrets of the Zion are the filters we know. A high pass filter, clearing out the mud, taking out the rumble and the heavy sub-tud, a weightless vibration, an aperture dove, beaming at the center of the righteous hub. The top, the pop, the sky, the high, the righteous scale of play. The music becomes incredibly crystalline. The low end stays completely hollowed out. A 14-part vocal harmony executes a breathtaking, wide open major ninth chord that is run through a sharp telephone filter, making the voices sound like an angelic choir broadcasting from a satellite high above the ocean floor. The sun is awaking while the city blocks sleep. No more a shadow and no more a frown when the beautiful highway leaves behind the town. It's a carrying the mercy, it's a carrying in the stay. Another smooth vessel of a beautiful day. It's a horizon logic, a shining a light, a guiding of the spirit through the reggae at night. Press it dry, oil line, keep the time, the sublime. The warmth of the sun is a making us feel fine. The horizon ride, cruising by the sea, looking at the water rolling wild and free. A coastal vibration, a reggae love song, driving at the center where we all belong. The road, the tide, the horizon ride. The kick is a heartbeat and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of a territory map. We don't need a worry, we don't need a care when the sweet ocean breeze blows right through our hair. No more a delayed and no more a slow when the steady drive vibration lets the lovers grow. From the highway summit to the terminal low, the secrets of the Zion are the rides we know. The rising ride, cruising by the sea, looking at the water rolling wild and free. A coastal vibration, a reggae love song, driving at the center where we all belong. The road, the tide, the horizon ride. The coastal gate dub, the music becomes encurred the stations and wine. The heavy percussion drops back slightly, a 14-part West lifestyle harmony executes a soaring, wide open major chord that sounds like clear sunlight breaking through the clouds, filling the entire stereo field with chew on me lullaby long. Drive, coast, ride, run, living entities, silent bright along the coastal highline. heavy frequency shining to while the nations sleep. No more a standard and no more a plane. When the mutated bassline bends inside the brain, it's a shape in the mercy, it's shaping the state. Another low vessel of a beautiful day. It's a harmonic rock chica shining a light, a molding of the spirit through the reggae at night. Hear the growl, drop the jaw. The power of the sub is a moving the whole soul. The mutated bass shifting down so low, changing up the architecture everywhere you go. A bending vibration, an octave dub, growing at the center of the righteous hub. The soul, the tide, the wave, the cave. Oh, mutated bass. The kick is a pressure and the snare is a crack, a catching every flicker of a territory track. We don't need a standard, we don't need a rule. When the natural octave vibration takes the room to school, no more a restricted and no more a slow. When the steady growl vibration lets the system know, from the sub-harmonic summit to the terminal low. The secrets of the Zion are the basis we know. The mutated bass shifting down so low, changing up the architecture everywhere you go. A bending vibration, an octave dub, growing at the center of the righteous hub. The soul, the tide, the way. Unmutated bass. The music becomes immensely low and focused. The horns, guitars, and hi-hats vanish completely. A 14-part West lifestyle vocal harmony delivers an incredibly deep, resonant chest voice chant that matches the exact low frequency movement of the bending bass line, vibrating in perfect unison. Bend, 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 slow, round, round, one, one. The physical earth is a moving to the frequency of the living foundation. Shifting down so low, changing up the architecture everywhere you go. A bending vibration, an octave dub, growing at the center of the righteous hub. The soul, the thought, the way, the way. The mutated bass. Then mutated bass. Then mutated bass. Out in the spirit. If the whole floor can hear it, the one is a one.
it is a spinning. The wisdom is a winning. In the ribbon mountain and the ribbon deep, the iron oxide records while the nations sleep. No more a scattered and no more a fade. When the heavy magnetic tape is beautifully made, it's a lock in the mercy, it's a lock in the state. In the brown vessel of a beautiful day, it's a 2-inch light, a shining a light, a capturing the spirit through the reggae at night. Watch the reel, feel the steel, feel the friction of the tape is a making it real. The magnetic tape rolling on the air, preserving every word that the prophets have said. A saturated vibration, an iron oxide dub, spinning at the center of the righteous hub. The reel, the track, the back, the magnetic tape. The kick is a roller and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of a territory trap. We don't need a hard drive, we don't need a cloud. When the natural tape vibration makes the music proud. No more a deleted and no more a slow. When the steady oxide vibration lets the rhythm grow from the analog summit to the terminal low. The secrets of the Zion are the tapes that we know. The magnetic tape rolling on the head, preserving every word that the prophets have said. A saturated vibration, an iron oxide dub, spinning at the center of the righteous hub. The real, the feel, the back, the magnetic tape. The music becomes beautifully fluttered. The drums drop away for 4 bars. A 14-part Westlife style harmony executes a soaring minor chord that features a subtle melancholic deep wow effect, making the vocal stack shimmer and wave organically like a physical ribbon blowing in a warm breeze. Preserving every word that the prophets have said. A saturated vibration, an iron oxide dub, spinning at the center of the righteous hub. The reel, the track, the back, the magnetic tape. The magnetic tape, the main instrumenting tape, leaving only the continuous rolling bass walk and the faint, nostalgic hiss of the open tape head, recording the spirit. The generation can hear it. The one is a one. The tracking is a done.
The metal is vibrating. The wisdom is generating. The tension coils wake while the rulers sleep. No more a shallow and no more a plain. When the heavy spring tank washes through the brain, it's a splash in the mercy, it's a splash in the stay. In the steel vessel of a beautiful day. It's a mechanical logic, a shining a light, a coiling of the spirit through the reggae and night. Strike the metal, let it settle. The bounce of the spring is a test in the metal. Whoa, whoa. The spring tank slushing in the rock, sending a metallic wave right across the track. A wet vibration, an iron coil dub, splashing at the center of the righteous hub. The coil, the soil, the splash, the clash, the spring tank. Oh, the kick is a piston and the snare is a twang, a catching every flicker of a territory gang. We don't need a digital, we don't need a wire. When the natural spring vibration carries the fire, no more a stagnant and no more a slow. When the steady tension vibration lets the energy grow, from the physical summit to the terminal low. The secrets of the Zion are the springs we know. The spring tank slushing in the rock, sending a metallic wave right across the track. A wet vibration, an iron coil up, splashing at the center of the righteous hub. The coil, the soil, the splash, the clash, the spring tank. Oh, the music becomes aggressively wet. The main rhythm track cuts away completely for 4 bars. A 14-part West lifestyle harmony executes a tight minor triad that is deliberately fed at maximum volume to the spring driver circuit, making the vocal stack explode into a muted mid-sordid, shimmering metallic wash. Splash, spring, tank, one. The power of the harmonies are vibrating the entire foundation. The side of the mixer console, causing the spring reverb unit to emit a massive low frequency thunder crash effect that is perfectly timed to drop right back into the driving sub bassline. The spring comes slushing in the rock, sending a metallic wave right across the track. A wet vibration, an iron coil up, splashing at the center of the righteous hub. The coil, the soil, the splash, the clash, the spring tank. Oh, the spring tank slushing in the rock, sending a metallic wave right across the track. A wet vibration, an iron coil dub, splashing at the center of the righteous hub. The coil, the splash, the spring tank. The rhythm instruments recede one by one, leaving only the slow, continuous rotation of the bass loop and the long, decaying metallic ring of the tension springs, vibrating the spirit. If the whole studio can hear it, the one is a one. The splash is a done. Ooh. shifting. The wisdom is lifting. In the nature on the mountain and the signal deep, the continuous waveform wakes while the matrix is asleep. No more a scattered and no more astray. When the steady oscillator shows the functional way, it's a generating the mercy, it's a generating the state. In a mercinative vessel of a beautiful a day. It's a frequency logic, a shining a light, a pulsing of the spirit through the reggae at night. Turn the dial, check the fire. The cycle of the wave is a clearing the trial. The oscillator sweeping through the space, locking down the rhythm with a pure tone bass. A pulsing vibration, a wave formed up, calibrating at the center of the righteous hub. The sign, the square, the oscillator. The kick is a trigger and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of a territory trap. We don't need a gimmick, we don't need a wire. When the pure wave vibration stokes the spiritual fire. No more a distorted and no more a slow. When the steady cycle vibration lets the energy grow. From the frequency summit to the terminal low. The secrets of desire are the waves that we know. The oscillator sweeping through the space, locking on the rhythm with a pure tone bass. A pulsing vibration, a wave formed up, calibrating at the center of the righteous hub. The sign, the square, the oscillator.
The music becomes immensely rhythmically stripped. The rhythm guitar completely cuts out a 14-part West lifestyle harmony executized the big vocal stack that sings sustain. Secretive minor vowels that are run through a pitch modulator, mimicking a classic in the classes pitch wheel bending upward. Us. Wave. Tone. One. The congregation is a matching exact spiritual frequency of the higher lives.
With a pure tone bass, a unsing vibration, a wave formed up, calibrating at the center of the righteous hub. The sign, the square, the oscillator, the oscillator. The oscillator.
Oscillus divinity in the whole net quantum theories. The hundreds of points. Generations and the
righteous hub. The sign, the square, the oscillator. In the selector mountain and the selector deep, the sound boy is a wave pimp, I casual sleep. No more a halfway and no more a fade. When the rewind selector
that breaks the artificial restraint. It's a drop in the mercy, it's a drop in the stay. In the true vessel of a beautiful day. It's a turntable logic, a shining a light, a spinning of the spirit through the reggae at night. Pull it up, spin it back, the track. The power of the rewind is a keeping us on track. The rewind selector, wheeling it down, lifting up the dance all across the town. A crushing vibration, a tape spin back dub, dropping up the center of the righteous hub. The wheel, the feel, the drop, the top, the rewind selector. The kick is a hammer and the snare is a whip, a catching every flicker of a territory slip. We don't need a compromise, we don't need a plea. When the natural rewind vibration sets the dancer free. No more a forward and no more a slow. When the steady spin vibration lets the rhythm grow. From the turntable summit to the terminal low. The secrets of the Zion are the rewinds we know. The rewind selector, wheeling it down, lifting up the dance all across the town. A crushing vibration, a tape spin back dub, dropping up the center of the righteous hub. The wheel, the feel, the drop, the top, the real selector. The wheel gate up, the music becomes acoustically suspended. The entire backing track is ripped away. A 14-part West lifestyle harmony delivers a powerful stark and perfectly stacked minor chord that mimics the rising whine of a tape rewind, building intense vocal tension right before the rhythm drops again. Feel, pop, drop, pop, find. The whole sound system is a restoring relenting from the zero. Lifting up the dance all across the town. A crushing vibration, a tape spin back dub, dropping at the center of the righteous hub. The wheel, the feel, the drop, the top, the rewind selector. The instruments drop away, piece by piece, until only the deep sub-bass remains, tracking beneath the slow, finer deceleration of the taintable platter. The filling with the spinnings, if the sound boy can hear it. The one is a one, the rewind is a done.
And the phase are deep. The waves are shifting while the nations sleep. No more a stationary and no more a plane. When the phase shifter spins right through the brain, it's a move in the mercy, it's a move in the day. It's a modulation logic, a shining a light, a spinning of the spirit through the reggae night. Shifty way, the grave, clear decay, the same. vibration, a modulated dub, turning at the center of the righteous hub. The sweet, the deep, the wave, the gray, the phase shifter. The kick is a pulse and the snare is a swish, a catching every flicker of a territory wish. We don't need a static, we don't need a line. When the shifting phase vibration keeps the movement fine. No more a restricted and no more a slow. When the steady rotation vibration lets the energy go. From the modulating summit to the terminal alone. The secrets of the Zion are the phases we know. The phase shifter swirling around the track, spinning out the sound and a bringing of it back. A rotating vibration, a modulated dub, turning at the center of the righteous hub. The sweet, the deep, the wave, the gray, the phase shifter. The music becomes acoustically dizzy. The drums drop away entirely for 4 bars. A 14-part Westlife style harmony executes a soaring open voice major triad that is fed directly into a fast highly resonant phaser circuit, making the vocal stack sound like a spinning wheel of pure light. Shift, turn, wide, wide, wide. The whole world in vibration is a revolving around the holy axis.
mountain and the channel deep. The ghost notes wake while the city is asleep. No more a bound and no more a flesh. When the heavy ghost channel weaves a musical mesh, it's a fading the mercy, it's a fading the stay, and of the thin vessel of a beautiful day. It's a spectral logic, a shining light, a vanishing of the spirit through the reggae at night. Hear the trace,
the place,
leave this space. The ghost of the rhythm is a leaving no trace. The ghost channel floating on the tape, leaving an echo that is shifting its shape. I'm a fading a vibration, a spectral of fading at the center of the righteous of the trace.
the Roots Channel.
The kick is a memory and the snare is a ghost, a catching every flicker of a heavenly host. We don't need a presence, we don't need a form. When the natural ghost vibration carries us through this storm, no more a material and no more a bound. When the steady bleed vibration claims the holy ground, from the spectral summit to the terminal alone, the secrets of the Zion are the channels we know. The ghost channel floating on the tape, leaving an echo that is shifting its shape. On the fading of vibration, a spectral of fading on the center of the righteous hub shade.
The Ghost Channel.
Every remaining drum and bass frequency drops away entirely. A 14-part West lifestyle harmony executes a breathtaking, wide-open major chord that is a handed of sweat with tape delay, sending the voices cascading down an infinite hallway of echo until they sound like a choir of spirits singing from the ether. the faint musical remnants fully dissolve into the background tape hiss, leaving only the rhythmic, cyclical clack of the empty tape reel spinning past the plate, and every waver and delay from the entire session swirl together into a beautiful autumn echoes that rides over a face. The ghost Janna, if the afterlife can hear it. The one is a one, the transmission is a dawn. The current is a flowing. The wisdom is lower. In the metal mountain and the circuit deep, the electricity wakes while the matrix is asleep. No more a disconnected and no more astray. When the heavy circuit board shows the musical way, it's a routing the mercy, it's a routing the stay. In the copper vessel of a beautiful day, it's a transistor logic, a shining a light, a guiding of the spirit through the reggae diet. Trace the line, define, keep the time, the chime. The signal of the board is a keeping us sublime. The circuit board glowing in the dark, sending out the message with a digital spark. A wired vibration and analog tape of rooting at the center of the righteous hub. The line, the fine, the spark, the mark, the circuit board. The kick is a power and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of a territory trap. We don't need a gimmick, we don't need a screen. When the natural aboard vibration keeps the consciousness clean. No more a restricted and no more a slow. When the steady current vibration lets the energy flow from the hardware summit to the terminal alone. The secrets of the Zion are the circuits we know. The circuit board glowing in the dark, sending out the message with a digital spark. A wired vibration and analog tape of rooting at the center of the righteous hub. The line, the fine, the spark, the mark, the circuit board. The music becomes deeply voltage shaped. The
drums drop out instantly for 4 bars of 14-part Westlife style harmony executes a soaring crystal clear minor chord that is heavily modulated, sounding like an operatic signal passing through a sweeping frequency filter. Why trace glow time? The power is a channeling directly through the holy transistor. The routing is a done. The sound is a bouncing, the wisdom is announcing in the echo mountain and the chamber deep. The vibrations roll while the city is asleep. No more a confining and no more a strait. When the heavy echo chamber opens up the gate, it's a reflecting the mercy, it's a reflecting the stare in on the hollow vessel of a beautiful babe. It's a spatial, a logic, a shining, a light, a bouncing of the spirit through the reggae. And I hear the sound, the bounce around the ground. The space of the chamber is a making us profound. The echo chamber, painting the wall, sending the rhythm where the shadows fall. A floating vibration, a cavernous double join at the center of the righteous hub, the room, the boom, the space, the echo chamber. The kick is a cavern and the snare is a blast of catching every flicker of a territory past. It don't need a dry mix, we don't need a close. When the natural space vibration gives the healing dose, no more a restricted and no more a tight. When the steady decay vibration carries through the night, from the hollow summit to the terminal becomes magnificently wet. The direct drum kit signal is completely turned off, leaving only the 100 F's wet reverb reflection of the Rin playing in the distance. A 14-part West lifestyle harmony executes a soaring wide major chord that floats like a ghost choir through the concrete rafters. Space announced, all one. The voice of deep prophets is a ringing through the endless void. The metal is a binding, the wisdom is finding in the copper mountain and the copper deep. The voltages are spinning while the nations sleep. Permanent hold. It's a winding the mercy, it's a winding the stay in the tight vessel of a beautiful day. It's a magnetic logic, a shining the light, a induction of the spirit through the reggae and night. Transforming the message and I'm giving you more. A saturated vibration and inductor dub, pulling at the center of the righteous hub. The wire, the fire, the core, the more, the copper coil. The kick is a magnet and the snare is a snap, a catching every flicker of a territory trap. We don't need a digital, we don't need a screen when the natural copper vibration keeps the signal clean. No more a restricted and no more a slow, when the steady winding vibration lets the energy grow. From the electrical sounds intensely compressed. The drums drop away completely for 4 bars, leaving only a sustained, saturated bass growl. A 14-part Westlife style harmony executes a dense, perfectly locked minor triad that undergoes a diamante canal of filter sweep, sounding like a physical signal being squeezed through a tight aperture. Is a transforming through the holy copper and the heavy bass, deliberately driving the mix of faders past the 0 mark to let the analog tape saturation smooth out the transients with a warm incidental distortion. The copper coil spinning round the core, transforming the message and giving you more. A saturated vibration and Dr. Dube, pulling at the center of the righteous hope, the wire, the fire, the core, the more, the copper core. The mallet elements pull back, leaving only the slow, continuous rotation of the bass loop and the fading high frequency hum of a copper induction.